For over a month, Val had been bedbound. Each time she woke up, her first objective was to move. It was the best cure for the stiffening of her young yet haggard muscles. It negated the effects of blanket radiation, which after months to years would sink through clothes, skin, fatty tissue, and the rest on the outer lining of muscles. If this was allowed to continue, then her body would slowly calcify, locking her inside. But moving hurt. Turning her head caused lightning sensations down her back, and the creaking of her bones was scarily audible. Any medical examiner worth their salt would presume she owned the organs of a middle-aged woman. In fact, she was barely 6 months from 15. After minutes that felt like hours, she rolled from the mattress to the floor, as it had no bed frame, and forced every sinew to stand. She stumbled across clothes, empty bottles, and spent ration packets, using furniture for support, until reaching the small closet that housed the toilet. She collapsed on the narrow pot and hissed against the burning sensation as she peed. Not much came out, a bad sign since she'd spent most of her waking moments downing liters of warm, sterilized water. Her kidneys were obviously in a terrible state, and this was no surprise, since she'd consumed months' worth of radiation medication in as little as a few weeks. "Jim?" she called, her voice hoarse. She repeated her shout to no avail. She'd not looked for him during her struggle to the loo, but it was obvious he wasn't there. She hauled herself to a stand, but bumped her head on a plastic sheet covering a hole in the ceiling. Pulling it away showered plaster dust, but the space up through the loft bathed her in light. Not pure sunlight, as the clouds hadn't broken in her lifetime, but light all the same. That meant one thing. She had made it to day 36.